Well, this is the first time the pair have met since McCarthy became Speaker of the House last month. And while the Bakersfield native has been adamant about cutting costs before Republicans agreed to raise that borrowing limit, the White House has held firm that there is nothing to negotiate, that the borrowing limit should be raised without any strings attached. The meeting yesterday, according to McCarthy, was productive. Walking out of the West Wing Wednesday, Speaker Kevin McCarthy was all smiles after he and the White House had been dueling from afar on raising the debt limit.
I think there is an opportunity here to come to an agreement on both sides. And I think that's the best I think that's what the American people want. Look, they want us to be responsible and sensible about this. And that's exactly the way we've handling it. I told the president I would like to see if we can come to an agreement long before the deadline.
The meeting between the pair lasted over an hour. McCarthy gave few specifics. Instead, he repeatedly told reporters outside the West Wing that he was optimistic an agreement can be reached.
I believe if we're able to get to an agreement, we could have a funding agreement for the next 2 years. You won't see omnibuses anymore. You'll see the Senate and the House actually do the job the American public has elected them to do.
One concern for Democrats is that some Republicans want to make cuts to Medicare and Social Security. McCarthy telling reporters Wednesday the social safety net is not on the table. Fremont Congressman Khanna says he doesn't buy it.
I don't trust them because McCarthy is beholden to the far right wing of his own party, and they want those cuts. There is no deal to be made. The point is we pay our past debts. We can have a conversation and a deal about future spending, but we're not going to default on our past debts.
Khanna telling us that Congress needs to be involved in these debt ceiling negotiations rather than just McCarthy and Biden hashing it out.
He's certainly free to sit down with the president as Speaker of the House, but he needs to involve all of Congress, and we can discuss where to have some of those cuts. For example, I'd be open to some of the defense cuts, and if they want to have a serious conversation about how to cut the future spending, let's start with what's over 50% of our discretionary budget.